You hit your 60s and retirement suddenly feels real. You start wondering, how much should I actually have saved by now? Is my 401k on track? Am I ahead or am I way behind? Well, here's the truth. Comparing your balance to someone else's just won't tell you the whole story. So today, I'm breaking down what the average and the median 401k balances really look like, how much experts say you actually need, and 5 smart moves you can still make even if you feel behind. So according to Empower, the average 401k balance for someone in their 60s was $568,040 as of June of 2025. And that's actually a bit lower than the average for people in their 50s. And I think, and many others think, it's just because 60-somethings maybe have already started taking withdrawals, right? But here's the thing to remember, averages can be super tricky. Just a few big accounts throws the math way off. So that's why a lot of experts actually say to look at the median balances, the middle of the road numbers. And that median 401k balance in your 60s, $188,792. So if you're looking at your own balance and you're thinking, wait a second, I'm nowhere near $500,000, you are not alone. Nearly half of baby boomers say they are not confident that they can retire comfortably. Another 11% say that they are unsure. That's over 60% of people in retirement not knowing if they're going to make it. According to Western and Southern Financial, baby boomers believe they're going to need about $760,000 to retire comfortably. Gen X thinks they'll need some more. Gen X thinks they need 1.18 million. But most people's 401ks fall way short of that. So the question is, how much do you actually need? Well, that depends on your lifestyle, it depends on your health, it depends on your retirement vision. It's not just numbers on a spreadsheet. There are 2 simple benchmarks that you can use as a gut check. So rule number 1, this benchmark is 8 times your income. By age 60, you should aim to have about 8 times your annual income saved. So if you make $75,000 a year, that is $600,000 that you need. Then there's another rule, which you might have heard of before. It's called the 4% rule. And this says that you can safely withdraw 4% of your nest egg in the first year of your retirement. And then after that, you've got to adjust for inflation every year. So that means you'd actually need 25 times your annual expenses saved. So if you expect to spend, I don't know, 36 grand a year, you're gonna have to have about 900,000. Now, most retirees don't live on their 401k alone. There's Social Security, some of them have IRAs, some of them have maybe investment income, and increasingly, a lot of people are starting side hustles or doing part-time work. That same survey that I just mentioned found that 90% of baby boomers and 71% of Gen Xers actually expect to rely on Social Security as their primary retirement income. Primary. Meanwhile, younger generations are expecting to lean on it way far less. We don't actually even know if it'll be there, right? So whatever your plan, it's actually time to get crystal clear on your personal mix of income streams. So let's get practical. Here's 5 things that you can still do right now to strengthen your retirement savings. The first is really take a hard look at that 401k. In 2025, the standard 401k limit is a contribution limit, $23,500. But if you're 60 to 63, you can contribute a little bit more. You can do an extra $11,250, I believe. That'll bring your total to $34,750. And then once you're hit 64 and older, you can actually even do more. The catch-up amount is $7,500. So that is a little bit of a tax-advantaged boost. But here's where I caution you. The 401k balance, like we just mentioned, needs to be 8 or 12 times what your annual income is. If you're not going to hit that number, maybe you should consider something else. Here's advice number 2. You should use your workplace benefits wisely. There's a financial planner out there, I think his name is Alexa Kane, and he says, if your employer offers a match, don't leave the free money on the table. I'd agree with that. If your employer offers a match, maybe we should contribute up to the matched amount. But I'll say that with a caveat. Depends on where you are, how close you are to retirement. If you're just a few years away and you're retirement account is sitting at under 6 figures, it doesn't really matter if there's a match or not. You're not going to be able to use that money to fully fund your retirement. Also, you might want to consider automating your savings. Many retirement plans can auto increase your contributions each year, so that way you save more without actually even noticing it. Number 3, though, is very helpful. You can reallocate your assets. As we age, we tend to shift from a growth mentality to a safety mentality, right? You want more bonds and fewer stocks. If you're a target date fund kind of person, that happens kind of automatically. But if you manage it yourself, don't pull back too quickly. An extra few years of growth can make a big difference if you're invested in the right things. A financial planner can absolutely help you strike the right balance. Number 4, consider downsizing early, right? More than half of retirees plan to downsize eventually. But if you do it now, you can free up cash. You can lower expenses like property taxes, like maintenance, like utilities, like insurance. Lowering costs just means you've got more room in your budget to max out your preferred retirement contribution. And if you choose a location with something like public transit or something, you might even save on car expenses too. And number 5, and this is the most important one, you need to work with an advisor. Retirement isn't one picture, it's many. Again, that financial planner that I mentioned earlier, Kane, he says you can do anything, but you can't do everything. An advisor can help you sort through the trade-offs. Do you keep your house? Do you move, right? Do you travel more or you retire sooner or later? If you dream of retiring overseas, an expert can help you navigate things like the US tax rules and the foreign earned income exclusion, the foreign tax credit. So planning early avoids surprises later. The earlier you plan, the better off you'll be. And here's my last piece of advice that goes with working with an advisor. A lot of times advisors will give you alternative retirement or investment options. You need to consider them. In fact, there's actually an article put out by Ernst & Young, I'll put a link in the description of this video, that actually says the best way to plan for your retirement is a mix of permanent life insurance, deferred income annuities, both of those you get from insurance companies, and investments. That's the preferred mix. Advisors, of course, are going to know that and help you walk through that. We can do that here if you'd like us and decide you want to click the link in our description and book a call with us. So here's the bottom line. It's really tempting to compare your savings to everyone else's, but your retirement number is as personal as your fingerprint. What makes most and what matters most is understanding your plan. Make steady progress. Take advantage of the opportunity that's out there in these working years. Your early 60s, late 50s, perfect time to check in with a professional. Even earlier if you can, because then you have more time, more runway to build something that's really profound. Make sure your strategy is aligned with your vision of retirement. So here's my offer for you guys. If you want help figuring out your personal retirement blueprint, including how to use tools like our save and spend system, cash value life insurance, how you can create guaranteed retirement income, liquidity in retirement, you can always use it, then click the link in the description. Book your free call with me or someone on our team. We'll help you plan and build a plan that is stable, flexible, and truly yours. I'm Jonah from the Banking Bros, and if this video gave you any clarity about retirement planning, hit the like button for me. Drop a comment with your biggest retirement question, I'll answer it, and subscribe for more simple, powerful money education. I'll put the link to the article where this information came from in the description, and I'll see you next time.